here's your host, Alex Garrett.
Well, for Uncle Dave, he did know just what to say last night, just as it was, I believe, in the 80s with Aunt Mary, and it was a beautiful night. Really a beautiful getaway from the city into New Jersey to be with Vic's brother, my stepfather's brother, so my uncle, David, and his wife, Aunt Mary Ann, celebrating her birthday, celebrating Colleen's birthday, her daughter Colleen. It was a beautiful night all around, and they did their vow renewal. Oh, it was, if you want to see a recap, I highly recommend my cousin, I guess, Frank Dolan. He put something out on Facebook. But I wanted to make today a wholesome podcast because I think what we're dealing with in this world is not wholesome. It's broken, it's shattered, it's jarred, it's divided, and I think there needs to be a reminder that the world is still wholesome if we choose to see it that way, that there are still wholesome moments and wholesome parts. And last night, for sure, was wholesome for my Uncle David and Aunt Mary Ann and my dad, stepdad, Vic. And Mom. It was such a beautiful, beautiful ceremony. And you could just tell the love between Uncle David and Aunt Mary Ann is so pure. It's so pure. And I strive to have that kind of pure love and pure connection with my girlfriend Gabrielle. I think we have it deep in us. And it comes to the surface for sure, that pure love. And I just pray on that for my girlfriend and I as we venture into a year and a half together. Can you believe that? A year and a half together. And so what I saw last night with Aunt Mary Ann and Uncle Dave is, and what I see with my mom and my stepfather, is something I hope to emulate in my relationship moving forward. That pure, unconditional love that I have seen shared in one room. It was very special. Very special. And it feels good to talk about the wholesome because I found wholesomeness, believe it or not, on TikTok. Yes, I'm on there. And I found people really reacting to some of my posts. Positively, mostly. And what I'm about to play you is something on the Sunday pod that is so wholesome and so beautiful. I would say get your tissue box ready. So there's 96-year-old driver, male, dad of a 63-year-old, got a speeding ticket. A 96-year-old got a speeding ticket. And this father-son connection told to the judge, by the way, the name is Judge Caprio, up in Providence, which, by the way, means divine. Providence means godly. And this story you're about to hear is as godly as it gets. And as I said, get your tissue box ready for this wholesome story of why this 96-year-old man was issued a speeding ticket. And take a listen to what transpired.
You are charged with a school zone violation, which means that you were exceeding the speed limit in a school zone.
I don't drive that fast, Judge. I'm 96 years old, and I drive slowly, and I only drive when I have to. I was going to the blood work for my boy. He's handicapped.
You were taking your son to the doctor's office?
Yeah. I take him for blood work every 2 weeks because he's got cancer.
You are a good man. You are a good man. You really are what America is all about. Here you are in your 90s, and you're still taking care of your family. That's just a wonderful thing for you. Well, how old is your son?
63.
Yeah. And Daddy's still taking care of him, right?
I only drive when I have to.
Yeah. You see that young man over there? That's my son. Now, he's looking at me saying, Dad, when you're in your 90s, you're going to be driving me around. You're setting a bad example for my kid. You're putting a lot of pressure on me. Listen, sir, I wish you all the best. I wish the best for your son, and I wish you good health, and your case is dismissed. Good luck to you, and God bless you.
Thank you.
And, by the way, did you hear him crying, choking up emotionally about taking care of his 63-year-old son who has cancer? If you watch it and you hear it again, you get chills. I don't know how to top that. But I also didn't want to let this weekend go without playing you that, because it's just so wholesome and beautiful, and it shows us that there is good and amazing in this world. There is real love. There is love that's not divided by politics, by even disability, by anything. There is just wholesome love. We've seen it time and time again. It doesn't get broadcasted as much or podcasted as much, but it's out there. And this story, I almost want to play it again for you to get it one more time and to feel it. This story is the epitome of what America should be. Loving no matter how old we are, no matter how young we are. Respect and care for those around us. And this man is living out God's plan for him by caretaking for his 63-year-old son who has been battling cancer. One more time, let you hear this.
You are charged with a school zone violation, which means that you were exceeding the speed limit in a school zone.
I don't drive that fast, Judge. I'm 96 years old, and I drive slowly, and I only drive when I have to. I was going to the blood work for my boy. He's handicapped.
You were taking your son to the doctor's office?
Yeah. I take him for blood work every 2 weeks because he's got cancer.
You are a good man. You are a good man. You really are what America is all about. Here you are in your 90s, and you're still taking care of your family. That's just a wonderful thing for you. Well, how old is your son?
63.
Yeah. And Daddy's still taking care of him, right?
I only drive when I have to.
Yeah. You see that young man over there? That's my son. Now, he's looking at me saying, Dad, when you're in your 90s, you're going to be driving me around. You're setting a bad example for my kid. You're putting a lot of pressure on me. Listen, sir, I wish you all the best. I wish the best for your son, and I wish you good health, and your case is dismissed. Good luck to you, and God bless you.
Thank you.
And so this father had his son at 23 he had him at 23. And as he was just saying that, I'm reminded of how both my dads, my father, my biological father, and my stepfather have made me feel so normal and have been there every step of the way. And by the way, I never believe that Father's Day and Mother's Day should be the one day you appreciate your family. It should be every day. And the fragility of life we're seeing now should prove us that every day we should cherish and appreciate those who have raised us, continue to take care of us, and love us through all our ups and downs. And it's important to be there for them as well. But my dad, when I was younger, used to do what normal dads do. Throw me up in the air and my one leg would flail around, and then he'd just throw me on the bed and I'd be laughing hysterically. And I listen to that back, I just think of how normal my family has made me feel. And for this 96-year-old to make his son's life as comforting as it can be is truly wholesome. To see the love between Marianne and Dave, that's wholesome. And I just have one question on this Sunday. Do you feel the love that you feel, that you receive, is it wholesome enough for you? Can you do more to love on those around you? As we end this week, it's an interesting thought. But I just thought this story could not go another day without playing. And so thank you for giving me the space to do that. Alex.garrett21 yahoo.com. Alex.garrett21 at yahoo.com is where you can reach me. And have a wholesome Sunday. Have a wholesome day every day. Because, man, we need some equilibrium. Our country's equilibrium, our daily lives' equilibrium is definitely off. And let's pray for some normalcy. Can we? Have a great rest of your weekend. And here's to a beautiful week. Valentine's week, by the way. Lots of love going around this week. And yes, we all should be there whenever they call us. Baby.